Hello. Welcome to the, Monday stream. It's another grossly hot day in my room. I don't know why it has to be like this. I have to remember how I'm supposed to get to the channel. That one. Here we go. Gigi, I haven't even started yet. You can't start yelling at me. The Twitch app needs to catch up a bit. Okay, I think it's caught up. There we go. Okay. Sometimes the app just needs a minute to catch up, I think. Where am I and where am I going? Am I going inside somewhere? That's a teleport spot, isn't it? No. We're just gonna do that. Wrong button. Let me up. Yeah. That's fine. Don't need it.
Performance evaluation is sterling.
Ooh, the one with the barrier.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the pt6 spaceport.
Thanks. What is my quest, actually? Oh. Okay. One day I'll get to the other games that I've been playing, but didn't mean to do that. In the meantime, I'm just trying to finish games, you know? I've got like a dozen games going at once. I have to finish Webbed at some point. Gotta finish Hollow Knight, The Outer Worlds, We Happy Few. You know, a lot.
customer.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you. And by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like that much.
Why?
Error. Organization Sluglight not found in registry.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again. Woolly piss! Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business, never? Don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all, let's get the hell out of here.
I'm starting to wonder if this whole thing isn't staged. I don't know if she's dead.
Unclean counters, unswept floor, unhygienic vendor. This is unacceptable.
It'll be fine, Sam. This isn't our ship. Who cares? I thought that was a toaster.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm Marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible. Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs. Whoops. Forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything?
Okay. Alright, what's that one? Alright, good enough.
This unit has located the origin of all filth in this area. Alarming levels of slime and grime are being stored in these non-regulation containers. Recommended solution? Incinerate the entire lot.
Oh my god, Sam.
I talk to you for a second?
Who? Me?
Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate? Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. Want to try again?
No.
I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me.
Maybe.
I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay. Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is. Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability. Technically, I don't know about any smuggled cargo, and Cassidy hasn't moved anything herself. If the constable asks, I can't find any contraband cargo, and Cassidy doesn't know how it got here or what's in it. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend. Look, nobody does. That's why it's a good passphrase.
Alright.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
I got stuck on a chair. Dang it.
What do you want? Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me? That's what the disguise is for.
You put a hat on.
I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's kinda neato. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever.
We know.
Being bright was always Helen's thing.
You'll get no argument from me. And probably not from anyone who's watched you flail around the tossball field like a drunken primal.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help? Oh, the picnic. Right. I get real mad sometimes. Ugly mad. Something I've been working on, but when Helen said we were through, I lost it. Helen meant everything to me. I didn't take the split well. And now I can never apologize. I got blotto with the other Rangers.
Blorbo? Blorbo from the show?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved.
He's saying he was drunk, Captain.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
I mean, I am deeply disappointed I didn't get to see all of it, but
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow? There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her. I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time. I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her datapad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief. Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was. Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Plus, I've got small veins. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's datapad, and also maybe crying a little, so I booked it. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone.
what?
Yeah, I mean, no. Nope. No one else. I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble.
Why? When Sam flies off the handle.
Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down. That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's datapad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Do you still have the datapad? Oh, I want to be smug, but I want to see the datapad too.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers.
Well,
I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing. I know that. But you gotta believe me. I would never hurt Helen, no matter how drunk I was. You could preserve me in Spectrum Brown and I wouldn't even look at her funny. I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it'd be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble. I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. Unless you need me for anything else. What do you want to know? I remember sending her the recording, but law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious. You listened to it? What'd I say to Helen? Did I sound drunk?
Yes.
Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice to be when I was all angry at the orchards. What about her? Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? That's what I'm good at. Rizzo's knows it. The fans know it. Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer than big muscles and a signature black hole stomp. Being with Helen was magic. She was magic. There ain't good enough words for something as special as what we had together.
Aw.
I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to drag me into her world. Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand, but I don't. Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much about the motion picture industry. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. Those I probably know by heart. Seen them about 100 times each. What do you want to know? Yeah? Oryx's a businessman. He sells stuff you can't get elsewhere. You know, alternative stuff. We're talking sort of science, crockery, whole supplements.
Drugs.
Probably. I can never remember. I just know I trust Oryx more than I do any sawbones. Maybe putting effort accelerators in your body isn't always the right call, you know? Maybe there are other options. Maybe I don't take all the accelerators Rizzo's pushes on me. People get worked up about this kind of thing is all. Not that my personal business should be any concern of theirs. Yeah? Oryx hangs around the spaceport most days. Since he's not here at the bar, he's most likely over by the buy-a-bunks at the shipping yard. Tossball was, is, and always will be the greatest game in the universe. And I would give it up in a heartbeat to have Helen back.
Aw. The big lugs of sap. Love that for him. Not loving that hat. Ah. It lagged for a second.
If your registered SAM unit does not wake after entering rest mode in a substandard lodging rental facility, consult Manual 72-HP3.
Hey, pal. Over here.
Yeah, I was coming to see you anyway. Why do you look like somebody that I've seen before? He looks kind of like an actor.
Hey there. You're looking to unwind, friend?
Tiny face, big
Maybe
head.
on your way to the bar for a good time?
No, I just left it.
Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
Nope. There's a lot of things better than beer. Beer is not very good.
The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals.
No.
Natural substances and the like.
Whole.
You know, alternative stuff.
Whole pharmaceuticals.
I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe. Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need. Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff.
I don't actually have to do that. I don't think that's a thing. I'm pretty sure that's not a thing at all. Sorry, my microphone's a little dusty. It's a little dusty in here.
I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us. All right, fine. Yeah, I know Birdie. So what? Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it. He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to a body. It does things to the head. Come on. Birdie's a damn good hacker, but taking that many blows to the noggin would scramble anyone's upstairs business. I know it's knocked a few of his memories loose. I worry about him, that's all. He's a good kid. Got a good heart. Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
I really like the artwork and stuff for this game. I like the overall aesthetic. It's nice.
Muting.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh! Right, that thing. Whoops.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the Orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical.
I
This
see that.
canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. chemical makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the Purpleberry Orchards, except for this one, which can be found here.
I love this gun. It's so sassy. They're about midway. We're just gonna go this way. Wait. Huh? What do you mean down? Oh. Anna Summers was the last one to use it, huh? She can't spell. Sparts, sprats, primals. Expletive detective deleted this thing. Fuck this thing. I'll figure it out later. Auto defaulting to all. So it was an accident, the fact that it was even, like, set. 2 bits deducted from user wages. Opening log. I always dreamed of living on Aradanos, but the science types always said it was impossible. The gravity will crush your bones. There's no breathable atmosphere. Blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why I've got this new groundskeeper position, and they're stuck on Terra too. When the execs were looking to promote somebody, they didn't look at the doubters. Or they don't look at the doubters. Oh, I almost forgot the best part. This whole place is automated. Not only do I get a promotion, I also get to work less. All I need to do is make my way to the hive every so often and set the pollination. Yeah, that's right, cycles. Aside from that, it's just keeping the local sprats from eating all the purple berries. Things are looking damn fine for Sandra Cullen. Hate this place. Well, Sandra bit the big one. Company policy says, due to our marriage contract, I've got to take her position now. Something about discouraging workers from dying on the job. So here I am. Seeing her body, once they got the mosquitoes to stop stinging, it ain't been great for my entomophobia? Thinking maybe I grab a few spectrums and find somewhere to hole up until the execs think I've died or something. Okay. Left or died or something. Thought about puzzle hedges, wow. But I've seen a lot of people go in, and not a lot of people come out. No clue what might be lurking in there. Wish I'd stayed on Terra, too. Strange day today. Left the shack only to find a fellow I'd never seen before standing out front. Had his hands deep in his pockets and was looking at me with an odd, hungry kind of expression. Said he was either... He said he either was a slug or worked for one, which caused me no small amount of confusion. Didn't have time to ask for clarification because he immediately started asking me for donations to keep the orchards running. First time I'd seen a con man trying to convince a shopkeep that he's actually the one minding the store. Hardly needs saying, but I took my claw rake and chased him off. Here's hoping I don't hear from that loon again. Hmm. Yeah. Alright, well, one of them's a little broken, but that's okay. It's not in the maze, is it? Oh, that's not a maze. Yeah, it is. No, it's not.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
Taste it.
That's probably not wise, Captain. You don't know... Oh, never mind.
It's super sugary, with the sweet tang of purple berry and a bunch of other tropical flavors all mixed together. It meshes well with the faint flavor of oil.
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and artificial sweeteners number 35, number 49, number 240, number 322, number 314, and many, many, many others.
Looking closely at the console tells you not much. There are a lot of buttons. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I know. Alright. Well, I did my best. Should I walk over there? No reason I can't.
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
That was... quite enthusiastic.
Ouch. Well, your candor's appreciated, even if it means I'll have to hit the books even harder tonight. I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet.
You're not even getting paid for this then, are you?
It's not so different from being a regular worker, just with less pay and less respect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's also more dangerous than traditional employment. You don't have the experience to back up your work yet, but being fired isn't any less threatening. Work-wise, I do a bit of everything. The orchards have been short-staffed as long as I've been working here. So if there's an odd job around, it usually gets passed to me. Much higher chance of promotion. If I can tough it out here without getting axed, I can skip the 5+ years of customer service I'd normally have to deal with. I can prove my merit here and move up in the world. And the sooner I do that, the sooner I can set to improving things for everyone else. Mother did mention that from time to time, but she always kept me far away from her work. Who could complain about happier workers and higher profit gains? Laws, you've got a sixth sense for finding the most embarrassing question, huh?
Really?
My mother is the Rizzo's assistant vice president of flavor testing. She set me up with this position, mostly to keep me from troubling her work, I think. Consequently, I don't always feel like I deserve to be here. All the more reason to work harder, I say. Much as I love delivering coffee and medical attention, not quite, no. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I sometimes feel that our workers could be treated a little better.
No.
Maybe only get electrocuted awake every other day? So I'm shooting for administration in Rizzo's. Maybe even the board itself. Best way to evoke change is from the inside, I think.
You're not wrong. It's gonna be a hell of a climb, though. It's not even gonna be a 90-degree angle, it's gonna be a 45-degree angle, and you're gonna be on the inside.
Happy to enlighten you on the fascinating world of internships.
Fascinating.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Unless you already have, and I've forgotten. In which case, I probably won't forget a second time. What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help. Don't I know it? Worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in orchards.
Sorry, paper towels.
I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to hive control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near control.
I already did
This
it.
is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you? Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slap that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
That is quite convenient.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings.
You have to have a permit to mix drinks?
Product experimentation without an R&D license is even more severe than damage to company property.
Jesus.
Wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm making black market mixed drinks. Why should weed killer affect saplings? Weed killer. It's in the name. It should kill only weeds. That really seems like it's more on product design than on me.
So it was you.
Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automax only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards. Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up. Law's alive. I really did think I was doing good by the orchards. But with all that you've told me, it sounds like I've done much more harm. I know it's a lot to ask, but is there a chance you could vouch for me to my boss? It might not seem like it, but I've been trying to take the initiative. I really do want to help. Wow, thank you so much. You do this for me and I'll make sure to do whatever I can to make things better.
Encouraging such incompetent behavior does no one any good, Captain. A system with faulty parts will soon break down, as we see evidenced all throughout Halcyon.
Okay, but Rizzo's is kind of fucked in terms of treating its employees. So if it does break down, Max, you won't see me upset about it. Even if this is really cool. Didn't I put the bees away? I'm pretty sure I put the bees away. Yep. What is that? I know I was going back, but what is that? I have no idea. Whatever. Still going back. No. I'm so far away right now.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Yup.
All right, let's hear the details. Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning.
A drink? I ain't ever heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Huh.
Hi, Leo.
You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
No.
Reckon they've got something in common with the waspitos then. Probably why Slug just set the mechanicals to attack everything. Eventually, they'd kill our pollinizers.
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself. Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it? Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur.
Hey, I
I'll
said
deal
she
with
didn't
her
do it on
later.
purpose. Hey, hey.
Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal. But at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
It's not really making productivity worse because it was up 0.03% or whatever. And you can't really not pay somebody for their work, no matter what their work is. You told them you would pay them. You can't change your mind after you've done it. I want them to pay them interest, but I don't have enough persuasion.
I knew you wouldn't let us down. Thank you very much, Inspector.
What? We still have to pay them?
Yes.
I know the admin, buddy, and he could... No. No, this all would reflect bad on me.
Yeah.
I'll get you your dirty money. Bastards. Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job. Even if I were inclined to believe you, that's some damn severe incompetence you're talking about. I still wouldn't want someone like that working the orchards.
Give her better training.
What the hell are you proposing? Let her burn the orchards down while I stand behind her and applaud? We ain't got nothing to exchange. She wants to help, does she? You know what? I'll call your bluff. She can keep at it with close supervision, but if she screws up even once, she's out. Here's your pay, with a little extra for getting to the bottom of things. It's gonna be real interesting in the orchards for the foreseeable future. Thanks, I guess.
Why did my reputation decrease? I helped. Just because I made you pay a company that you promised to pay doesn't mean that I don't. Whatever. I did my job. Yeah. It only decreased by 1%. Nice. Nice. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the thing with this game, though. Everything is a corporation. Everything is capitalism. and me trying to bring back my other smart people on the Hope will, I think it's supposed to stop the board from doing that anymore. Cause if I remember right, they sent all these super smart and, you know, good people they sent them off on the Hope to help colonize and make things good, and then they lost the Hope somewhere. So we'd all just been floating in.
Criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrappy. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Key has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession.
Oh my god, this is long.
Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
But they sent them off on the Hope to help fix things, hence the ship being called Hope. They got lost, and then the corporation boards all just made the whole thing go to shit, essentially. Anyway, this aggressively sawed-off shotgun is a signature weapon of Singularity Steel, renowned space pirate, handgun, and gardener. Nice. This weapon, just as board disapproved as its wielder serial, is, thankfully, just a prop. Otherwise, attempting to fire it would have a 50-50 chance of reaming an entire room with buckshot or exploding in the user's hands. Okay. But yeah, that's why. I mean, it's part of why we're trying to wake up Hope. Wake up the Hope, whatever.
Don't slip into congealed blood pool, customer.
I don't see one. It's fine.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Wait a minute, was this who I was supposed to find? No. She's still over there. Okay. So that we can stop the board from doing this shit. Wrong button. But also, there's no reason for someone to stay in sleep forever.
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the clavicle. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death.
Bananas are dangerous.
Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find this rat bastard's responsible, Inspector.
Oh, I love it. Where's the terminal? There it is. Suspicion of smuggling is fate? Accompli? I don't know. To any arrest report involving Cassidy Mills. Cassidy has made attempted smuggling a hobby, and with with a few more years of unsupervised practice, will likely elevate attempted smuggling into an art form. The key term here is attempted. I'm not at all confident in Cassidy's ability to successfully smuggle anything. She's clumsy in the extreme, obvious to a fault, and couldn't hide sand in a desert. Suspicion of smuggling nonetheless constitutes dissident, irresponsible, or otherwise untoward behavior contrary to the high standards of Rizzo's company law. Because Cassie Mills falls under the purview of Sublight Underground, I expect Mr. Kincannon to pay her internment fees within 36 hours, as usual. Mr. Oza was found semi-conscious earlier yesterday morning, lying amongst the remains of a crate of Rizzo's confectionaries. Material value 15 bits, market loss approximately 1,500 bits. When approached by guards, Oza began to rave and yell, uttering phrases such as, "Rizzo's has slugs, slugs, they'll kill us all." "You're not wrong, I've seen them." Mr. Oza was apprehended and brought to the constable's office. Slug bureaucrats have begun work on the defamation papers, which, in tandem with the price of the goods Mr. Oza destroyed, will likely force him into hard labor for the rest of his life. Corporate America. It's not even America. But this is exactly something that I could see happening to somebody who... Ugh. It's nuts. This is nuts. Corporations are terrible. At least he won't be stoking any trouble between us and Rizzo's anymore. I don't... Every time I read something about something that any of these companies are doing, anything, I just... I don't know. Cause of arrest, public drunkenness. 6th arrest of Lamb this month. He's getting close to his record. Oh boy. I don't know, man. I'm always gonna comment on it, and it... Wait, is there nothing there for that? Okay. Heck. Constable, I know you don't need to hear this, but please be on your guard. Parius Spaceport is technically outside my jurisdiction, which means that you're the only representative of company law in Slug territory. This is more than I can reasonably expect from you, but I'd appreciate it if you kept an eye on Cedric Kincannon. He's looking for any opportunity to seize control of the entire complex from me, and you're keeping him in check. You are the first, last, and only line of defense between Slug's lawless hooligans and our project. If you have any... If you... I know you have dreams of something bigger than Aradanos. If this project launch is successful, if Spectrum Brown spreads to the rest of the colony, I promise you I'll find you a place where you can be happy for the rest of your life. You're a valuable part of the Rizzo's family, and I will look after you. Okay. Okay, but like, he wasn't even talking about the slugs, the company, or whatever. He was talking about actual slugs. The big purple things. And Slugs the company was like, yeah, you're talking about us, so we're gonna sue you. And that sucks. That's not fair. Record archives cannot be found. I noticed. Pursuant of Rizzo's company policy, all constabulate, I don't know, terminals must provide for maintenance, archiving, and disposal of official records. Hack! Data recovery failed. Subroutine repair requires supervisor access. Please enter your supervisor clearance code now. Ah, oh, damn it. I'm not that good of a hacker yet. Records not found. Okay. Oops. Alright, I'm done. We gotta go talk to what's her face. Empty but locked.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life's brats.
Ooh, that's not a cool bet. Impy.
Don't think I know you. What do you want? Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan? You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where. I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint.
Rat King.
Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Rat King, Rat King, Rat King. I love your ship name. That's the best ship name. I'm renaming the Unreliable. It's the Rat King now. I have a feeling that's restricted access. Excuse me, you're in my way. Thank you.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason. Or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny.
Wally's been here. Looking real busy. Is that restricted? That is.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over. Sure do. Why are you interested in it? You authorized? Not that I care, but something untoward happens, it'll be my ass on the line.
It's a lot of bits.
Oh yeah, I love that guy. You're square. Don't know if anyone will care about whatever Zinda's going missing, but I sure don't. Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away. Nothing. I just hate working.
Oh, that's a mood.
This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem. Figured it wouldn't last. Anything else?
Sorry. Ah. I'm allowed in here now, right? Wait, do I already have it? I already have it. Okay.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe.
Why do you call it that?
No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Yeah? Yeah? You got a lot to say? Come on. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, moving on. He's been here, just right here this whole time, and he couldn't bother to do anything about it? Oh, hi, you again.
Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
Cool.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector. Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time. For fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind. Wait. On second thought, you should let me take a look. Just in case it's something I ordered and forgot about.
Conveniently.
Follow me to the back.
Okay. Ooh.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about. Good. A worthy freelancer is hard to find. Since you're in the know, you can access my black market stocks. Though, you'll have to come by later. I'm waiting on my next shipment. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
I want to know what's in the box.
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Okay. I have a little jar that I grew my cat's catnip in, and she's laying against it on her little scratch mat thing. It's very cute. And luckily the scratch mat is like in a box, so it's not about to... Ooh. Oh, that's a whole scythe. I want that. I'm too broke. Wait, no I'm not. I have the bits. Nice. I have a scythe now. I have a scythe now. I have a scythe now. I have been disconnected from my chat. Reconnected. Okay. What else? Nothing very interesting, I think. Do I have things to sell? I can sell that. Boop. I guess I can sell these weapons I'm not gonna use. Wow, that's like a fraction of what I bought it for. Rude. Oop. Okay, what's the difference between this one? 206. Oh. Big difference. Wait. Special effect special effect is bleed. Oh. Okay.
Greetings again, my friend.
Yeah.
Hope you...
Hi. Stock. I'm gonna sell that other one. Okay. So now we're going to put this in there somewhere. Alright, when I'm done having to use this one, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna shove that back in there. Cat! Yes. I think it's more of a very weird sickle than a scythe, actually, but it's still cool. Very exciting. Alright, now what am I doing? Dash Whitlock. Why? Oh, right, because he was the one who told me to do all
The
that.
job's coming along well. No sign
Yup.
of the constable, which really makes me more nervous.
Really? Why?
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Okay. Whatever.
What? That ain't gonna be enough to get Cass out of prison, and it ain't what we agreed to. Ah, shit. Looks like it was wrong to assume you were just like Hawthorne after all. Sure hope I can figure something out to pay Cass's fine.
Okay, well, the other option was to give you nothing. So... you know... Can I not do anything there? I've leveled up twice now. Alright.
Ain't got nothing else to chat about.
Angry. Please render. There we go. Wait, so what? Let me get to that fast travel point, please. Jesus. There we go. Oh, I guess I could have gone to my room.
What floor would you like to visit? Oh,
Nope.
so sorry. What author? Next up, the finest seat in the house.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
Well, if I did, that would be a lie.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you. Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life.
Oh yeah, I
She
saw
was
that.
also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that. What can I do for you? I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit. Yes, I know about the woolly cow. Constable Keene had Bertie's teammates arrested for unauthorized inebriation of livestock. Bertie himself was nowhere to be found during the incident. Ironically, if Keene had arrested him, he'd have the perfect alibi. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen? I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation.
Oh boy.
I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
What floor would you like to visit?
Can I go here yet?
Oh,
Yeah, we're good.
You got an appointment? Appointment? Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment? Not entirely out of the question. Convince me. Inspector, you said? Well, maybe he'll appreciate your blunt charms. Maybe not. We'll see what he has to say. Mr. Kincannon, got an inspector here demanding to see you. Want me to call the guards?
No, thank you, Eileen. I've been expecting him. Send him up, please.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Ah, Inspector. Eileen is my right-hand woman and the finest assistant to ever grace this office. She is also tremendously skilled in causing physical harm. I recommend you do not insult her with any further attempts at intimidation.
I'm
Now
also
then,
very good at that.
here for my alibi, I assume. Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you? Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you? You said it, not me. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder. Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune. I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. You may very well want to. This particular trouble strikes me as not unrelated to your investigation. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death.
Oh, okay.
There have been more instances since.
So not
Before you
me.
ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it. I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads. Me, scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator.
I feel like I shouldn't say no to a violent crime lord. Oh my god.
You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
So you're giving me permission to loot.
Was there something else you wanted to discuss? Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident? We worked for different companies. That doesn't mean I wanted her dead. I played no role in the good constable's death. None. I'm flummoxed. I'd nearly forgotten how that feels. It's quite unpleasant. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer. Would it surprise you to hear that, despite being on opposite sides of the law, we were friends? That her loss comes as a sudden blow. Maria was a decent soul. And law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know. No, she didn't. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention? The original incident? Well, I made him an offer he should have refused. That's a bit rich, considering the way you behaved toward my assistant earlier. Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted Sublight to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred. And Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger. Alas, I can't. I am, first and foremost, the head of Slug, and it simply wouldn't be good for business. Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business. Because one day soon, Sublight will obtain a seat on it. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities. Not in front of witnesses, I didn't. Very well. A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk. That she bought in bulk? Not particularly. It takes time to learn to use tools like that deftly. I wonder, did she run out of time in the end? I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector? Yes, I suppose you have. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes. That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy?
I don't even think she's really dead.
This murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture. Indeed. I suspect Helen arrived on Eridanos with grander plans than promoting Spectrum Brown. I knew I was right about you being clever, Inspector. I'm glad. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily.
Well, that's all I can ask.
One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What, or who, made you decide to investigate me?
I mean, it was Admin Ludo, but it only makes sense to...
Understandable. A man of my standing would naturally be tied up in all this, whether he wishes to be or not. Now then, did you need anything else?
Nope. Alrighty. Oh. Okay, so there's only two. It was only permission to look, not loot.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Transmission receiver location unclear. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
So it could be, if it's anything like my room, like a day or two. Or it could be like a week if they actually clean. Well, no, if they actually clean, it would only be a day or two.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
Okay, so they don't clean. But it was more recently than that glass. Oh, look at that.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Alright.
That you found. No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Do you not want to know that there's a bug?
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
You have a bug in your room. And not the kind that you can cup in a little jar. Okay, so wait, hold on. 4-man and receiver location. Well, 4-man's quote, that's not what I want. Time to break my ankles. I didn't mean to drop that far. God damn. No, that's okay. I'm not gonna take any of these flaws. I don't need my perks nuked.
Hi there. Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
Falling and then being prompted to get up phobia. Nice. Yeah.
So this is where Slug houses all its completely legally obtained inventory, hmm?
Ooh, workbench. Hup. Install a mod. Ooh. Wait. Is there already a mod on it right now? Attack. Will it replace it? Modify onslaught. No. Can I put another one? No. Ooh. Does this have more than one? No. Am I using that one? I'm not. I guess the one in my inventory can't be modified. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
You're the inspector, aren't you?
Yes.
Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect? Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help. That's the weird part. There's no pattern, far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
What? She's yelling at me.
Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
There's 2 of them.
I wish they hadn't stolen the blue pens. We can never keep enough of those in stock. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. Could be. Those things'll break if you so much as look at them funny. That's Benton's area, but don't bother asking him for help. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Oh, that's a first.
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
You're funny. Pens? Soda? I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are the automechanicals. You can come take a look at them if you want, but even I have better things to do than help you exact justice on a void damned pen thief. Oh, the outgoing message. We're missing cargo again. Just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple purple berry sodas. I can't see a pattern. We got all those Deadeye MK2s in the other day, and not one of them went missing. So it's not like the skimmer's going for the most expensive cargo. Far as I can tell, shit's getting skimmed from the crates before they make it inside freight storage and processing. Could someone be breaking into this shipping yard at night, you think? Outgoing. Oh. Here's a list of what's gone missing so far, or at least everything I've noticed. See what I mean about there not being a pattern? 8 cases of purple berry punch, 2 boxes of pens, blue, 16 that's a lot of cacao milk. That's a lot of milk to go missing, though. And 8 cases of purple berry punch, assuming that there's like 12 to 34 in a case, that's a lot. And 16 pallets? Pallets are big. I don't think you get that. Pallets are like, depending on how many boxes can fit on a pallet, I mean, normally a pallet isn't even just one layer. They stack. At least in my store, the whole pallet is literally everything. But when we get frozen stuff delivered on a pallet, it's like stacked 2 or 3 boxes high. We don't get a lot of frozen. It's a small section, but like this is a giant shipping company, so like 16 pallets of milk is a lot. 300 small portrait images. Additional shipping instructions handled with care. Law, would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 cranial protectors. 7 sets of protective clothing with a safety harness. 2 cases of lemon slap. That's not so much. 10 Spacer's Choice sabers. 25 cases of blasting agent. 3 boxes of dark matter bars. 4 cases of Nanospank. I ask you, Benton, who would steal Nanospank, let alone pictures of Spencer Woolrich? If the thief wasn't skimming from Cedric Kincannon of all people, I'd figure they were doing it for kicks and giggle. Making a milk bath? Maybe. Maybe they're just buying a bunch of shit to deck out a really nice pad. You never know. Okay, but you have to admit it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they're so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. Oh, the other one's first. Ella, tell whoever snuck into the shipping yard and messed with the loading automechs to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as is. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna haul around cargo myself. Do some work yourself. Okay, I read that one. In that case, there must be a problem with the automechs. I'll swing by when I can and see what's malfunctioning besides you, haha. Did I read everything that's on here? Yeah. What's in the safe? Receiver location's actually pretty close by now. No, I don't want that. Ankles! Crunch! Oh. Okay, bye. Oh, it's not close by. The exit is.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
Ew. Take the receiver.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Oh my god, I don't like that it moved.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Oh my god.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you? Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Mash all the buttons, hope one of them does what you want.
Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user. Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow. The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days. Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
And now I run.
Kill mode re-engaged.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
In rest mode.
I'm gonna die. Could you get out of my way, please? Listen! They attacked me! You're good? You're good. Slightly decreased. They attacked me first. Shut up. I have a new bird. Yes. Ooh. Listen! There's only 1%. But the things attacked me first, so...
Inspector, to
Me.
what do I owe the pleasure? Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened? What makes you say that? Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
Not everything.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen.
Yup.
I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
True. Sneak.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Yeah.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research. That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
Yeah, but what if it was stolen from her?
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not. Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
He says as he goes back to writing papers. Yeah. I'm not gonna read all those.
Inspector. Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found. Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death? No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Ludo.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
I don't know who killed her. I can do this. What do we got? Nothing from you yet, huh?
What floor would you like to visit?
That's a hunting reserve over there, in the clouds above a gas giant. Makes about as much sense as any of this, I suppose.
Really? Consider... I'm thinking of reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wildlife, you know. It could be quite scintillating.
A rifle? The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees.
Well, I didn't hit anyone important.
Oh my
Come
god.
on, I won't mess anything up this time.
Don't give her a gun. She does not get a gun. Oh, what is that?
Caution! Infestation in sight!
The last of them.
Neat. Still don't know, but neat. Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of those specimens. Jenkins has already started excavating the habitat. Had already started excavating the habitat when I arrived, and he's been in an unusually good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel for capture and delivery of specimens to our R&DD. The worms, perhaps? You wouldn't happen to have a key card on you, huh? No? Lame. Darn. Huh. So I can push different buttons for the same thing. I'm not really gonna be able to sneak around here, am I? Hmm.
Caution!
Alright. Oh! Where are you?
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
This thing is good.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
He got crunched. The bet is null and void now.
If they intend to keep the wilderness inside their reserve, they might want to invest in a gate that can close.
Ooh, sheep. That's a woolly cow. It's so cute. God damn. It's like a sheep and a cow. With goat horns. I mean, I guess sheep's. Oh, no. Goat horns. I don't know. Whatever. They're cute. And I leveled up again. Why can't I go up anymore? Oh? Huh? Well, there you go. Cow and sheep.
I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back. Oh, hey there, stranger. Don't mean to interrupt your business, but have you seen a stray mechanical wandering about?
No, I just got here.
Seems I'm running my mouth too much. My mechanical Betty up and wandered away a couple days back. I've been trying to track her, but the beasts make it hard. Personally, I prefer my organs inside my body.
Don't we all?
The shopkeep says I should buy one of his rifles and go looking myself. But like my machine, I'm not combat inclined.
SAM units excel at finding dirt in hidden places.
I know it's a pain, but I think I need some outside help. Job or no job, I'm not leaving Betty out in the wastes. I'm contractually obligated to inform you that slug mechanicals are not notoriously inclined to malfunction, and any rumors to the contrary are slander. But yeah, usually even slug machines don't get lost on their own, so I guess I'm to blame. Setting Betty's search parameters is my job. Must have added a 0 where I shouldn't have. Hey, I ain't in the habit of intentionally losing company property. That'd be one hell of a violation. Besides, I'm rather fond of Betty. This is all just an unfortunate cycle of events. If you can help rectify it and get me my Betty back, I'll give you everything I got. Hey, thanks so much. It would have been mighty lonely without her. Being unemployed, I mean. Be lonely being unemployed. If you find Betty, try sneaking up and hacking her. If you can't do that, finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
You can just say that your best friend is a robot. It's fine. Is that a quest? Do I have a quest for that now? Yay! Let's go find the robot. Oh, she's not that far away. Please don't be surrounded by death. Surrounded by death. Hi, Betty. Why are you in there? Come on. No. Come on. How aren't you attracting attention? That's so cool looking though. No! No? Yeah, fuck. Really? That's it? You're just gonna bark at me? Hi.
Watch out, Captain! That's one down!
That will leave us there.
Ow. Oh, it is dead. Alright.
No cacao's detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
Did it mistake them as... Did it mistake these things for cows? I'm not sure how, but okay.
No cacao's detected nearby. Returning to slug maintenance worker.
You're a very slow little thing. How did you wander so far? And you're loud. How did they not hear you leaving? Oh. Nice. Hey, good news.
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back.
She's
Here I
on
was
her way.
thinking I'd never see her again. Oh, Betty, you big goof. What were you thinking in that little metal noggin of yours? You nearly worried me to death. And ain't you just the most reliable freelancer in the colony? Let me just take a look at Betty here and we'll talk about payment. Yep, that's right. Her parameters for movement and target acquisition are a mess. I'll bring her back to the garage and get her sorted out. Since Betty's back safe and sound, I'll be sure to let my coworkers know that you're a good one. Here's some money for your effort. Least I can do to show my thanks. Oh, I won't be turning my back on Betty again, believe me. Thanks again for all your help. You really saved us both from the edge.
Welcome to Hunter Legal's Legal Hunter Supplies. I am Hunter Legal. How might I help you today? Unusual. This whole land complex is a failed wildlife exhibition turned hunting reserve. You can't go 10 feet without stepping in unusual. But I reckon you're asking about people unusual. I'd go have a chat with the prophet of profitability. Maybe she can intuit you in the right direction or something. But she is mighty far in the depths of the reserve. Perhaps you should purchase one of my fine armaments for the journey.
I'm good.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. It is a perfectly normal name for a shop dispensing hunter supplies. No, these are supplies for hunters. Hunter supplies. It works either way. It works either way. Boy, damn it. I wish I thought to get that sign switched out when I changed my name. Where better to sell hunter supplies than in the depths of the wilds? Surrounded by creatures that are just waiting to devour you. I've got an excuse, but the Prophet and her retreat don't. And they're even farther out. Prophet said I should gift her some rifles to improve my aura or something. I told her what she could do with her aura. Haven't spoken to her since. But you look like you're smart enough to not make the decision that she'll invariably regret. Hunter supplies. Get your hunter supplies.
You just have a straight up axe. And shears. Hmm. There's brown ones too. Black ones? It's hard to tell in the light. I think we got black ones and white ones. Wait, where are the white ones? Oh. Is that one brown? I can't tell, and I don't know if it's just because of the light. They look so fluffy. Alright, we gotta go. Yeah. I got stuck on a rock. I had a feeling it was supposed to be like a zoo sort of thing, and did not hold up very well. Hello, you're cute. No, come back. Nice, nice. Give, thank you. Yes, cool. Very nice, thank you. Nice. Can I not climb this wall? I could climb this wall. This wall is so easy to climb. Why won't you let me climb it? That's lame. It's the fat snake. I wish that they were real too. They would be adorable. I wish the fat snakes were real too. Ooh, what the hell is that? Oh, that's the Rizzo's factory. I forgot about that. That's cool though. I guess I gotta take a ladder? No, wait, hold on. Don't go changing my quest on me. Which way am I supposed to be going? That way. Hmm. I'll just go around them, and if they happen to see me, I'll kill them. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to kill them.
Caution! Infestation encroaching!
That's the last.
Nice. Look at that fat fucker. Look at him. I love him. He's stuck in the... Nope, he's not stuck. Okay. Look at him go. Are you? No. He's just chilling. Yeah. Nice. What you doing? Ah, you're guarding the rich bastards. Got it. Well, hopefully you're getting paid well.
Though effective as a pest control method, cyanide is not intended for human ingestion.
I'm going to absolutely murder the next quarterly report.
Okie dokie. This feels like a cult. You have a name.
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat.
Jesus.
Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. At least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper. Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were. Oh, you must have misheard me. I said high profile, not had profile. Mr. Woolrich comes by much too often to be worth mentioning. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Certainly. Of course, I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now. If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humor strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
So essentially, like going to a sauna and thinking positively. Goodbye.
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I
Oh.
noticed the Prophet's dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Interesting.
I think so. Had the right size and shape. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Fair. Sounds a lot like an MLM, though. But an MLM where you're not actually getting paid, you just might one day be able to do this. I don't know. Why do I need to go to the... Oh, right. Body.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
Well, I haven't left the building.
Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size
Till
not
now.
found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability. Timeline is judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt. A person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
What is that?
Timeline discrepancy detected
Really?
nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Well, yeah. What? What's up? What you doing? Aside from eating catnip.
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined. Analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavor is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, it's tropical, and with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of salt tuna, though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation.
Oh my god.
Slight possibility of calculation error.
I would think so. Ah.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother.
Oh my
I
god.
had a feeling you would visit me.
Okay.
I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars.
Not interested.
I hope you'll consider taking one.
No.
But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival? Certainly, certainly. But first, I'd love to interest you in one of my productivity seminars.
Oh,
We'll
thanks.
free you of those potential hampering humors in a heartbeat. Absolutely not. Any statements by Miss Helen about us were blown out of proportion and altered by the media. In fact, she quite recently... excuse me. I seem to be remembering something that never happened. Whatever the case, I'm sure her speech about us was all a misunderstanding. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions. No, I assure you, we all bathe
Oh my God.
semi-regularly. That's probably just the compost heap we have our customers, seminar visitees, lie in. It promotes freeing oneself from one's body. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar? We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors. And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
I hope that the 82 words are so specific that it cuts off mid-sentence. That's what I'm hoping for here.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout. Precisely.
Oh my god.
The barriers within yourself will break down as your skin sweats and blisters, giving the evil humors the proper space to escape. It's my patented method. Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? That all sounds like hearsay, brother. Perhaps your humors are off balance and confusing your sense of justice. Perhaps you could use a seminar. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
And buried in the desert?
I'd say that I have a lot of clothing, but I think you already know that we prophets only have a moderate amount of worldly possessions. I had a visitor, yes, but as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand, but their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
Nobody dies after one cigarette either, but that doesn't make them safe at all.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills. I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further? Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest.
Okay.
In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise.
Everyone kind of seems to have alibis.
She said I must burn away the old people.
Oh. Wait, they're supposed to stand on these? These did physical damage. This lady's nuts.
The prophet says to purge the mind
Ah.
of truth, that her truth is the only truth. Facts serve no purpose in the pursuit of profit.
Oh my god. From Ruth. I've talked with my agents and they've told me that what I said about your seminars, i.e. not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months, with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realize that it hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, that I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologizing. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without too much inconvenience. Ruth Bellamy. Who's that again? Lee Whittaker. Wanted to know how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for medication purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically, hampers the texture, and don't leave them out in the sun. And for law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. Last thing you want is to accidentally send somebody into a coma, or worse, kill them. Be smart. Your devoted attendees. The other attendees of tripling profits through transcendentalism and I have reconvened, and we're all in agreement. Your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profits since we attended your seminars together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping, and other costs involved, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Okay. Now I'm talking to her again.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you. Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you've read my terminal. Clever work,
It wasn't
Inspector.
locked.
It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
She was in the hotel or whatever, though. Also, the body is gone, but obviously not eaten.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned. You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Why? Why do you want to go to prison?
Inspector. How will I ever feel safe again? All I have are dozens of devoted followers and 16 feet of concrete to separate me from my enemies.
That's a lot. That one's not new, is it? Oh my god, it's new.
You're heartless, Inspector. How will I ever feel safe again?
Dude, they're not hot coals. It's just straight up fire. Hmm? Oh, is that the way out? Yeah, okay. I don't think she did. I think she gave her too much, so it kind of like slowed her down a little. But I don't think she actually killed her. Hmm. Give me that. Yeah. No. Come on. There we go. Actually, though, it's been 3 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it. I'll talk with the coroner the next time I play. This place is cool, though. So we're gonna save. And I'm gonna call it. So, thanks for watching. It was a nice stream. I like this game. This game is fun, and this is a side quest thing, but this one's been really fun, actually. Or not a side quest thing. There's a bunch of side quests in it. It's a DLC, but it's fun. It's very fun. Murder mysteries. All right. Well, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.